Hello, my name is Louise and today I'm filming my 55th eyeshadow roulette. It was okay. I mean, I've reached my goal. I've used every shade twice, but I don't know. I didn't feel as excited these past 2 weeks as I usually do, so don't know why. Sometimes that's how it is, but anyway, let's go through these shades. The first shade I randomized was from the Naked Ultraviolet palette by Decay, and it was the shade VR, which is that one. I feel like it's getting hard pan, so it's looking a bit scratchy for me because I've like scraped it up to get a little more pigmentation. It's a beautiful shifty shade there. See, it's pretty. I use it twice, use it mainly like a topper. I kind of feel like, I don't know if I should have used it maybe over like a darker base because I don't think I did that. Honestly, I can't remember how I used these shades. I was a bit like I had a cold, so I'm blaming my befuddled brain on that, but whatever. Anyway, that one, it's pretty. Use it twice. Will use again. The second shade was the shade Blue Bubble from the 11 by Odin's Eye Cosmetics. This really pretty metallic pale blue. It's the kind of shade, you know, when you swatch, you're like, oh, it's so blue, and then you put it on and it kind of loses a little bit of pigmentation. It looks really blue here, but it's almost just like a silver on the eye, so it's a little bit like, oh. But yeah, it's pretty. I used it as like not an in the corner thing, but almost with a pink shade, which is, you know, nice, but not very exciting. But I did use it twice, which is the goal. So, The third shade was one of my favorite singles, and it's the shade Mimesis by NABLA. That one. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so difficult to show on the swatch how like shifty it is. Maybe you can see. It's super pretty. I really enjoy using it. I use it all over the lid with a like orangey red eyeliner. Unfortunately for that look, I only got like a picture of the actual eye look. I don't have like a full face with it for some reason, but it's such a pretty look. I used it twice as well. Again, we're doing fine. The fourth shade from the At Forest Sight palette, which is a collaboration between Raw Beauty Kristi and Colourpop, and it was the shade Homegrown. A nice brown shade, you know. Yeah, that one. Like swatching them all together, I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. But I don't know, I didn't feel like, you know, this time, but whatever. Sometimes that's how it is, right? So yeah, use it twice, which is the goal. Again, I feel like I really should just use this palette one day, like almost like a palette bingo or something, just for myself, because it's super pretty and I don't know, I just should use it. It is a neutral palette though. So that could be it. The fifth and final shade was from the Makeup Store 12 Shades of Color, and it was the seventh shade, which is this really nice like lime metallic green thing. I use this one twice as well, so you know, that one. I use it over a bright green from the Creepy Q palette, which is so nice. So yeah, those were the 5 shades from the past 2 weeks. Again, they're pretty. I use them all twice, which is the goal, but I feel like something was lacking in my enthusiasm, but whatever. Hopefully I'll randomize some amazing shades now, so yeah. But before that, here are the selfies from the past 2 weeks. Okay, so those were the looks from the past 2 weeks. Time to randomize new shades. Last time I did tell you that I got a few palettes from a friend. Yep, I realized that I had forgotten one, so here's one. So yeah. It's a beautiful Sonia Urquiel. Oh, covering them all. Look at that. Like, that's like a mint, not a pale white. It's super pretty. And then I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. I was gonna go buy makeup remover and I wandered into this one store that I'm not in that often. And they had Makeup Revolution, which is not that easy to come by, but yeah. So I really like Shrek, in particular the second movie. I might have ended up buying 3 palettes, but they're small palettes. Like, they're small. The shades are small. Yeah. So, I now have 54 shades in singles and 469 in palettes. That leaves me with 523 eyeshadows. Holy, yes, yes. Well, yes, that's it. We're not gonna, that's it, okay? Just so you know, I have 523 eyeshadows. Yeah. So, I have pulled up a random number generator. Let's enter 1 to 523, and now, generate. 374, somewhere in the middle of the collection. Ooh, wait, oh please. Yes! So, the shade I randomized is from the GlossGods Touch Me palette. Okay, and it's the shade, let's see, it's called Witchgrove. Is that like purple thing? Yes. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Yes. Sorry, Bob. Look at that. Look at that. Okie dokie. This shade is actually a shade that I really have been wanting to use, but I keep forgetting. It's a shade that I know that Spindelsvän or Ida, who like, you know, produced this palette with GlossGods, she really liked this shade, in particular on people with brown eyes, if I remember correctly, and I have brown eyes, so I'm super excited about that. Yes, okay. So that was the first shade. Let's randomize the second shade. 463. Yeah. So it's from the Creepy Cute palette. And it's the first shade in the palette called Tombstone, which is such a pretty gray. I love that shade. Oh my goodness. So much fun. Oh, it's such a good gray. It's like it's dark and it's so pigmented, and look at those together. Ah, yes, that's so fun. Okay. Let's randomize the third shade. 225. Okay, so it's from the Morphe Always Golden 9A palette, and it's the shade Myself, which I have had before, so let's randomize again. 413. Aw, it's from the Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet, and it's the shade Euphoric, which I have had before, so let's randomize again. 113. Ooh. Ooh. So 113 is from the Urban Decay Electric palette, and it's the shade Savage, which is a bright pink. Look at that, look at that. Yes. Yep. We don't need to use the words. Nope. Okay. 3 down, 2 to go. 386 is from the Makeup Store, 12 Shades of Color, and it's the light green again. So let's randomize again. 65. This is an old shade. Let's see if we've had it before. Yes, we have. It's the magenta shade from the Sleek Acid palette. So randomizing again. 100. That's, for some reason, that sounds fun. Which is from the Urban Decay Naked 3, the last shade called Black Heart. I have had that one before, so let's randomize again. 183 is from the Color Green Queen of Hearts. Oh, yes, I was so sure I'd had it before, but I haven't. It's the shade Empress, so this beautiful palette, Empress. Oh, yes, that is a beautiful orange. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, it's so rusty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. The pigmentation is Okay, so hopefully this is the last randomization for the 5th and final shade. 176. Wow, I honestly thought that I was just gonna make it not fit because, like, anyway, I have randomized the shade before and the shade after this particular shade. So the palette is the NABLA Dreamy and the shade is Rosegold. That one. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Look at that. That's pretty. That's a pretty shade. It's actually kind of similar to the Mimesi shade, but more pigmented. Yeah. Wow. Also, I'm just realizing the Queen of Hearts palette and the NABLA, they are definitely like not companion palettes actually. They are, it feels like the kind of palettes that you do not need both. But they are beautiful, and the quality in both of these palettes is Bootimus, so I would highly recommend either of them. Okay. Okay. Oakley dokley. So the shades from the last 2 weeks, the shades for the coming 2 weeks. Look at this though. Oh my gosh, these 3 mattes are so nicely pigmented. I must say, in particular, Tombstone and Empress. Those are like so smooth and thick. And I also do enjoy that, like, these 2 are newer, these 3 are older palettes in my collection. Oh, I'm super excited about all of these. In particular, obviously, these 3. You'd think that the gray would be like meh, but can you not see like that one with like a extremely bright inner corner something? And Dora from Fuchsia Soul, she actually like gave me an idea, like, why don't you do this kind of look? And now I can with one of my Deck of Panning products. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Let's see when this uploads, if this uploads after the finale for the Deck of Panning, but whatever, I'm working on catching up. But anyway, so the coming 2 weeks, let's go through the shades. First, we have from the GlossGods Touch Me palette, the shade Witchgrove. Then we have from the Creepy Cute palette, the one by Shroud Cosmetics, the shade Tombstone. We have from Urban Decay Electric, Savage. From the Queen of Hearts palette by Colored Raine, we have Empress. And finally, from the NABLA Dreamy palette, we have the shade Rosegold. I'm super excited. So, yeah. Last week's, this week's. These feel more, I mean, obviously these are like super bright. These feel more muted, more neutral. Okay. Yes. I'm going to figure out a look for tomorrow. And yeah, I'll also drink my tea in a Christmas mug. There's a cat. There's a cat there. I love cats. Anyway, yes. I hope you're having a nice day, morning, evening, night, wherever you are in the world, and that you're taking care of yourselves as, you know, as much as you can. It's not always easy, and the holidays are not always the easiest to handle either. So, take care of yourself. Drink some water. Get some sleep. And as per usual, take care of yourselves. Wash your hands, get vaccinated, or get your booster shot if you can. And I will see you in 2 weeks with a new eyeshadow roulette. Bye!